Some rhyme for the groupies, and some rhyme for the Lucci. All my rhymes become movies. Time to climb out that hoopty. I've been trying so long, been surviving the calm. All that silence is gone. My alliance is strong. Never gonna beat my clique. My team is sick. Sweat and tears, we bleeded it. Let me teach you a bit about leadership. Gotta face your fears and defeat it quick. I'm the chief of this. Defeated. You pray for our demise. I saw the bar and exceeded it. Never wasted any time. I came in the game, I was aiming for fame. It was me, myself, and I. Never been thought to stop believing it. Now you see I'm on the rise. When you stare at my reflection, look deep into my eyes. You know it ain't a question. My team is right behind. That's my clique. Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, Calamity Crew? So, today I'm just going to give my quick thoughts regarding the Spider-Man for Marvel's Avengers. I'm going to be giving you my thoughts as I play what I deem the best version of Spider-Man. I'll turn the volume down. Yeah, see, look at this. Look at that sexiness. Look at that skin I got on. I didn't have to pay for it. I just had to do some things in-game in order to earn this. Look at this. Look at all these suits I got. If I want to go that, I could go punk if I want to. I don't have to pay anything. That kind of looks like the one from Marvel's game. This was my favorite for a while. I was rocking that for the longest time. That, and then, where is it at? I want to get that one. It's red and black are my colors. But yeah, I like that one too. Go back to what I was wearing. Alright.
Peter.
Let me go to my settings. Audio, master volume.
Found Black Cat's next target.
Alright, so. Yeah, look at this web swinging. Look at the verticality of this. You cannot do this in Marvel's Avengers. From what I can see, hold on. I'm going to pull the trailer up. And as I'm playing, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. So yeah, it looks as though Peter or Spider-Man can web swing. He has the spider sense. Looks as though he could do some aerial moves, but yeah, it just feels lacking.
Black Cat brings bad luck. That's a little on the nose, Pete.
Yeah, I'm seeing him do like some things, but yeah, it's nothing that like really pops like in the Marvel Spider-Man game. Like, yeah, he can't sit here. Hold on, let me do it. Go to a ledge. I didn't do it right. Like the little tricks, and that's another thing. Like the little suit abilities. Look at this. And these are all interchangeable. If you haven't played the Marvel Spider-Man game, so not only can you get different suits, but in conjunction with that, the different suits, you can do different suit powers. So you can choose whatever you want as a suit ability, and it gives you, a little video of what each ability does. Some of these are really awesome, but I like this one, the Iron Arms, because it's good at clearing out enemies, even the heavy hitting enemies. So, I mean, yeah, between the suit variety and then the suit powers, even if you, yeah, take out the suit powers, you just go with the suits. Marvel's Avengers, you're going to be in this little basic ass suit. And with that basic suit, they're going to be like, well, we have the other ones you may like, but if you want those other ones, you're going to have to pay for them. Why? To support that damn game? No. No, 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 no. That game has been a dead ship for the longest time now. And I've refused to support it. Like, even the Black Panther DLC. I wanted to do it because I'm a huge fan of Black Panther, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Hey, let's go see Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange home? He needs to be home because I'm going to be going to the Sanctum next month for him to kick off this No Way Home shit. We're by Bleecker Street. I forgot where the Avengers Tower is. But, yeah, like I said, I don't know. The combat just looks the same.
All units, a VIP Maggio witness has been abducted. Please converge on Tenderloin. Over.
Like, I like his little, I like his aerial moves, I will say that, but like I said, I don't know, the combat and just the overall look of Spider-Man in that game, it just is very lacking. It doesn't look good at all. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad they are bringing Spider-Man to the PS5, the PS4, for those who, yeah, did buy the game and were promised Spider-Man. But like I said, it just feels like, yeah, they're not doing their best effort in terms of Spider-Man. Yeah, look at that suit. They got the Iron Spider suit. It looks like a Peter in school. The Spider-Man Noir I'm seeing right now. The red and black one that I have. They're offering that one too, but I guarantee you all these are going to be paid for. Where's the Avengers at? I think that's their tower over there on the far end. But yeah, like I said, it's just crazy. Like, I just wish they wouldn't have focused so much on microtransactions with this game. This game literally had the potential to be great. It really did. But they needed someone other than Crystal Dynamics to do this. They really did, because what we've gotten is just nothing more than a cash grab with the Avengers name on it. And that's why you've seen this game falter and fail the way it has, because it didn't live up to what people wanted it to be. People wanted to play as Avengers and go around with friends and mess stuff up and, you know, do the superhero thing. They didn't want to sit here and have to worry about paying for skins every goddamn week. You don't have to. Because I know defenders will sit here and say, oh, well, you don't have to. Well, I mean, yeah, if they're locking some of the best looking skins in the game behind their damn market, I mean, that's kind of putting it to where it's kind of in somewhat of a way bottlenecking you, because you're sitting here like, oh man, that's nice. I guess I'm going to have to pony up the money. It shouldn't be that way. Like I said, I mean, like I don't get it. I really don't. If they want to do more for Avengers, then they're going to have to turn it around. This whole thing that they have, just wanting money for costumes, shit just has to go. Because it's done nothing but hurt this game. When they do have really good costumes. But, like I said, it's just not worth paying $15 for. $15 versus, I mean, like I said, look at this. Complete game. I mean, yeah, albeit I only have 60% of the suits. I don't have all of them yet, but still. I believe they showcased that one. I think I have the Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, they showcased that one. I believe the ones that they showcased, like that one. Like I said, that one kind of looks like the one that you start with in game. But yeah, the Noir suit you're gonna have to pay for in Marvel's Avengers. What other suit did I see? I think I saw one that kind of looked like this one, but the mask was different. But yeah, like I said, it's just nonsense. And to be honest, I've gotten tired of it. That's why I have not really gone back to the game. I didn't really go back to it for Black Panther. I probably will go back just to get Spider-Man in my roster, in my inventory. Well, inventory, wrong word. In my roster. But other than that, I'm probably not going to be playing too much of it because it just doesn't seem like they have it there for Spider-Man. Like, what is his story even? They've gone over some of the gameplay elements, like the fighting. But what exactly is his story? We know it's called With Great Power, but what does that entail in terms of the meaning? We know the meaning of With Great Power, but what does that mean in terms of, yeah, what they're doing with the game? Like, what's going on with Spider-Man? Like, they just haven't gone over this stuff, and I just... I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap up this video, Calamity Crew. I just wanted to show you what Spider-Man looked like, an accurate representation of Spider-Man in terms of gameplay, traversal, web swinging, and all that stuff versus what you're going to get with Marvel's Avengers. The Marvel's Avengers trailer for Spider-Man I will be including in my video as well, so do enjoy. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you in the next video. Talk to you later, Calamity Crew. Peace.
Finally, on November 30th, Spider-Man is swinging his way into Marvel's Avengers. If you're playing on PlayStation, that is. I recently got the chance to spend 2 hours hands-on with Crystal Dynamics' latest addition to the roster and see everything the web-slinger has to offer. I came away looking forward to using his abilities more, but a little worried about what it is I'll actually be doing with them. A quick note here before we get going that all the footage you're seeing here has been provided by the developers and not captured by us, so may not illustrate exactly what I'm going to be describing here. Peter Parker's introduction to Avengers is slightly different to previous DLC characters. Called a hero event instead of an operation, Spidey doesn't have any of his own story missions, but instead feels more akin to a character joining a hero shooter roster. As with every other Avenger, Spider-Man comes complete with his own unique moveset and slots right into the frantic action. With a combat style largely centered on quick evades, perfect dodges and quick fire melee attacks, he plays somewhat similar to a more nimble Black Panther, while while a lot of his strikes are your standard punches and kicks, every now and then a more Spidey-like contextual animation will trigger, which feels entirely in keeping with the character. As with any of the Avengers, he also has 3 heroic abilities. Web Bomb causes area of effect damage and is naturally useful for crowd control, but also inflicts the new webbed status effect onto enemies. Once that status effect bar is full, a webbed enemy becomes incapacitated and much easier to take down. The Spider Drone is a patrolling AI companion that fires webs at any foe that wanders into its radius. You can choose whether to instruct it to roam a specific area of the fight, or set it to follow mode, offering some welcome flexibility on the battlefield. Lastly is Spider-Man's ultimate ability, the Wrecking Ball, effectively a giant ball of webs that smashes down onto the ground to damage anyone near it. It works in a similar fashion to Thor's Bifrost ability. Spider-Man feels great in combat, which is not entirely surprising. Hero design has never been Marvel's Avengers problem. The same sadly can't quite be said for how it feels to play as Spider-Man outside of a fight though. In this preview build, I got to swing around the eastern seaboard region, which is the closest we're going to get to Peter's native Queens. A very high bar has been set by Insomniac when it comes to the fluid motion of Spidey, but even allowing some headroom, Avengers falls quite some distance short of it. Opting for the swing off of anything method, Spider-Man effectively swings from a glass ceiling in the air. In fairness to Crystal Dynamics, this is the only real option, with the majority of Avengers locations being rural such as deserts and snowy tundra. The developer also doesn't have the luxury of being able to design a whole city around the Spider-Man mechanics like Insomniac has. Despite this, some of the magic is there, especially for the first swing or two after each launch into the air. But that magic often swiftly and unceremoniously evaporates as Parker smacks his face into that aforementioned glass ceiling and all sense of momentum is lost. The lack of true swinging freedom is noticeable, and while maybe it's unfair to compare it with the Insomniac version, it's honestly questionable whether the swinging here feels any better than Spider-Man 2 did on the PlayStation 2. All illusions are broken once you attempt to swing moderately high into the air and hit that invisible barrier, something that also affects wall running, which just stops you ascending somewhere past the 15th story like an out-of-service elevator. Stay low and you can build up some decent momentum, but show much ambition and you'll be met with some pretty restrictive forces. Describing Spidey's arrival as a hero event instead of an operation is basically code for don't expect any story missions, and that's exactly what you're getting. Apart from a short cutscene introducing Spider-Man to the rest of the team, the rest of what I saw of Peter's plotline about a suspicious chemical company was told through audio files, mainly emails and text messages read aloud, obtained once certain objectives were completed. These objectives are all standard Avengers fare that long-term players will be familiar with, such as perform 25 power attacks or play any 2 missions. Apart from a harm room tutorial, there's no new mission content here. The lack of content is definitely frustrating, and those expecting a new set of Spider-Man story missions to play will be left disappointed. One thing that Spider-Man doesn't lack, however, is outfits. Crystal Dynamics' latest addition to their Marvel Skinematic universe comes with around 40 suits. There's every colour under the sun imaginable, as well as some fan favourites from the comics such as the Spider Noir suit. It's clear that a great deal of care has been taken in curating and designing these outfits, so it's a shame that the same attention doesn't seem to have been paid elsewhere regarding new missions or Spidey's traversal. Spider-Man has been a long time coming to Marvel's Avengers, and while it does remain to be seen whether the wait has been worth it, for the moment his addition feels more like a promise fulfilled through gritted teeth rather than one delivered with a smile. For more Spider-Man in Avengers, why not check out the latest trailer, and for everything else, stick with IGN.
Cause my name is JD Calamity.
No police, we be the pirate, say that you can die facts. They store who motor like it's about to turn.